Okay, so leading up to the retreat, so ideally, I think we start really seriously thinking about the retreat, sort of at least a month out, and really start to prepare ourselves. The longer the better, but I kind of like just slowly ease myself into it. So things like making sure I'm doing my daily practice regularly. I'm making sure that I start eating simpler food, like it's not so mixing food. I don't drink anymore, but if I did, I would stop drinking. I don't drink coffee either, so, but yeah, so, but I do eat, I do eat lots of the pastries they've got around here. Really nice. So if I was going to retreat, I'd stop eating pastries, and just more exercise, more fresh air, more space, shutting down, less time on the internet, less time in front of television, less time doing stuff. You really just want to slowly just really start to wind your life down as much as you can before you go. The other thing with the diet too, is just cutting back red meat, things like that. And sort of cut all those sorts of things out of your diet. Another part of another thing which I feel is very useful to do is to start to really connect with the plant and the jungle, but particularly ayahuasca. So if you've got a piece of ayahuasca or you can get some, then great. But if you can't, then maybe just print something off from the internet, or just create whatever you like. But I just recommend just start talking to to the spirit of the plant and start communing now, start building the relationship up, and this is what it's all about. So I feel my experience has been about, I've really learned and appreciated that the plants have a spirit, they're alive, they're just as much as alive as you and I, and I need to have taken my time to get to, I need to get to know the plants and how to work with them and things like this, and it's something that's been ongoing practice for me for the rest of my life. There's any real answer there, I guess, apart from, everyone, the commonality is about letting go and surrendering. So that is a commonality, and I guess, and as I mentioned before, what does it actually mean? So that's a topic for another conversation. But so the other thing is too. So basically, leading up to the month, just start to wind everything down, start to get more and more quiet time, and then definitely in that last week, if you can, go straight onto your own ayahuasca diet. So just basically, just plain, pure food. Keep it basic. Really just start to and try if you can keep that all the way through your travels. It can be a bit challenging, but there are some real huge benefits in starting to get yourself really clean as much as you can before you leave. It's just going to enable you to deepen more into your experience. Definitely that last week, food, booze, coffee, all of that out, sex out, and that includes in self-sex, masturbation. So and just lots of quiet, as much meditation and space as you can give yourself. What I think of it, actually, there's one thing that I did do at one of the retreats I was at, was I set up a point of contact. So I gave the details of the centre I was at to my family, one of the members of my family, and vice versa, and so that really meant that, and I basically switched my phone off. Well, as I said, I did break a couple of times, but generally switched it off. So, and if they, obviously anyone needed contact urgently, they could do it, via the shaman, or just check in and see how I was going. That's another really good thing to contemplate as well. Just tell people that you are going into a retreat and that you're not going to be available for X period of time, and if they've got anything urgent, here's the number. So. Again, just really honouring that time that you're setting aside for yourself. So, so I think that really covers the most of sort of leading up to it. I mean, obviously there's lots of things you can think about yourself, but the main message there is just getting yourself into as much of that retreatful space as you can before you leave.